Field at the drop of the footy, and he's got 2 or 3 Thomson players right on him, so that he can't get away. So the umpire once again will put the ball in the air, heading towards Belpost Hill's goal ever so slightly. Dean Oakley, lovely tap down to his teammate in Christian Thorley. Kick around the corner, Marinovic, he attacks it. Great tackle there by Stone on Bartolo, but the ball comes clear for Belpost Hill.
Good decision.
Well, throw, and Helm as it was, threw the ball out in the umpire's eyes and Laurie's. So it's Mitchell, kicks it long for Thomson to centre half forward. Good punch away there in defence by the Belpost Hill defensive side. Coming onto the footy, not knowing quite where to go is Dyer, but finally the ball comes out. But it's all Thomson out there. Maharis, he can't control it. Ball comes to Stein, handball to Mitchell. Mitchell over the top to the Thomson players. It's on centre wing, comes clear to Handley, and here go Belpost Hill. Good work there with the hand. Oh, not too sure what they want to do with it. Finally it comes out to Galpin. He gets a handball. Here Belpost, if they get the handball clear, they have to Hoare. He can't get a kick away. Great defence by Thomson, and they're prepared to rush behind through for the Belpost Hill side. But Belpost looked very dangerous on that occasion. They moved to 3-2-20. They lead Thomson 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes gone.
Just a score from Skilled Stadium. Geelong 4-2-26 lead the Western Bulldogs 2-2-14 in the first term at Skilled Stadium. From the kick in at Godfrey Street, Tim Gardner runs free, gets a short little kick away, sees Randall out of the corner of his eye, who then handballs it back to Bradley. They're running through centre half forward. He goes long. Roberts keeps his eye on the ball and should mark it. He does. Vid Maranovic just turned him around, and Brad Roberts was able to take the mark 10 metres out directly in front for Thomson.
Timmy Gardner, sheer strength, Laurie.
Yeah, certainly, and this is going to be a good goal, this, and the point being straight up the centre of the ground. That's the way you've got to play.
Well, it's sort of a double bunger because Belpost probably missed a goal at the other end 30 seconds ago.
Well, I just thought Belpost Hill, Eric, probably just overused the ball a little bit a couple of minutes ago in their football, and you know that's going to pay. They'll pay the penalty for that, I think.
So Roberts has kicked his goal. He's second, 3-1-19. Thompson. They trail Belpost 3-2-20. Now we've got a game on our hands. 17 minutes gone. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
Yes, certainly both sides have settled down a little bit now, and Thomson to me just seem to be just putting their foot on the pedal a little bit. And I think you know, I've said this all year. The good sides, the North Geelongs, the Corio, tend to do this, put the pressure on early in the game, and the other sides are playing catch-up footy. So we'll just be interested to see what Thomson do for the rest of the quarter.
Back to the middle. Oakley gets it down again. Thorley had it, lost it. Somehow got to Tim Gardner, breaks a couple of tackles, handballs it off, puts his coach under pressure, handballs it back towards the middle, and the umpire may have to come in and bounce the footy. He will.
Jace Young-Forbes, doing the running for Thomson, far away from playing?
Not this season. Done the knee.
Oh, has he?
Yep.
Oh, right.
And not allowed to operate just yet because he's still growing, they said.
Oh, okay.
So back to the middle. Oh, Oakley with the left hand this time. Gets it down, falls towards Holes fine. Ripped off the ball by Mitchell and also Gardner, but does it well. Gets a second effort and gets it away, but only as far as Gardner again. Through the middle. Now Handley works right and then left. Kick over his shoulder towards brother Vinny. Vincent's got it now at half back and can run free on centre wing. Goes with the left boot. Short kick around the corner. Looking for Holiday. Past him. Coming out Galpin as well. He leaves it behind. Thomson might have to turn over Stone. Got rid of the football. Pretty lucky there. Could have been holding the ball. Then he ducks his head. Might get a free kick. And does at half back to relieve the pressure for Thomson. So the coach, the Thomson side. Shane Stone goes towards middle. Armstrong gets away. Now Holes fine. Handball out wide. Towards a teammate, running free, and Dyer goes long. Great kick to Troy Feldman over the back. Can run on 15 metres out, run free and kick the goal. So Troy Feldman's first goal. And the fourth for Belpost Hill. They go to 4-2-26. And they lead Thomson 3-1-19. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 19 minutes played.
Probably nearly Troy's first touch of the footy actually, and you can't keep him out of the game too long, and too good a player for that. And you know, they came forward, a bit of class there, the Hills. So you know what we said before the game, we'd see the skills here today, and we're actually seeing them.
Progress score: South Bowen 2 goals straight, North Shore 3 behinds in the GFL.
So Good play along the wing by Dyer. Great kick from centre wing by Stuart Dyer.
Their use of the footy so far is better than Thomson's, isn't it? They're doing quite well. Umpire in the middle. Up it goes. Well, nullified both ruckman there. Comes to Armstrong on the wing. Tap back to Stone. He picks it up, gets it to on the foot. To centre half forward. Nick Maharis takes the mark. Plays on with a handball to Tim Gardner. Just a little bit slick. Finally comes to Daniels. Daniels running through. It's a magnificent kick. Just a fraction too high for Troy Maharis up there and over his head and through for a behind. But very good passage to play by Thomson on that occasion. They go to 3-2-20. They trail Belpost Hill 4-2-26. Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone.
I think it was a bit of an understatement, a bit slick from Nick Maharis. I've got it 1 minute, next minute I haven't.
Marinovic kicks in. Comes towards the half-back flank looking for Dalziel. Oakley off the back. Armstrong there as well. Handball was okay to Mitchell. Then he handballed to nobody in particular. Sabali Armstrong there again. Left foot kick around the corner's okay. Randall takes the mark. Not paid. Play on anyway to Mitchell. Good. Chased by Hoare. Gets his kick away though. But a good mark in the last line of defence for the Panthers. And it's Handley. Ewan Handley gets it away quickly. And they go towards half-back Dyer. Good defensive play over the back there from Daniels. Or against Daniels, and it's out of bounds for a throw in at half forward on the outer side. Thomson into attack.
There's an obvious trend, Laurie, I reckon. Belpost still holding their feet, Thomson falling down a bit.
Yeah, I just see one quick move there where they've moved Simon Connolly onto Christian Thorley. I don't know whether that's when he's kicked 2 goals, whether that's a good move or not.
I think that's just the rotation because Feldman's at full forward, so I think they might be switching them in the middle to full forward, which is a bit of a luxury to have, isn't it? Boundary throw in, and Oakley pushed it back out again, so the boundary umpire will do it all again at half forward.
Bit interesting battle on the wing. Simmons against Armstrong, both similar size.
Gardner from the ruck contest gains 10 metres but pushes it back out of bounds, so the boundary umpire for a third time will do it again.
I guess Thomson need to be a bit more positive now, Laurie. At 22 minutes into the first quarter, you think they need to get it back in the corridor and get a score?
Yes, certainly.
Ball comes in. Neither ruckman get a clear tap down. Coming through strongly was Daniels, tackle high, play on, said the umpire. Conley in there for Belpost Hill. He can't get it up. And, well, the umpire's put a whistle on play and given Simon Conley the free kick. Too high to tackle, according to the umpire there. And deep in the back pocket, well, it's not quite sure what's happened here. Simon Conley
50.
went to play and the player obviously went over the mark before the umpire called it. So a 50-metre penalty.
I think they were watching the tally last night.
You think that's what it was?
I think so.
So Simon Conley now, he advances to the centre of the ground. He's not allowed to kick the ball because the umpire's not ready. So the ball comes back to him once again. So Conley now with the man on the mark in the centre of the ground. Plays on, kicks it low into the breeze. Not such a good kick, but player's not able to handle it at half forward. Finally, a handball comes out to Mitchell. He overruns the footy for Thomson. Handball comes back through Bartolo's legs. Now Thomson players trying to handle a footy out there, but it's like a red hot potato at the moment. It was a bit hot there for Flakemore, and finally stacks on the mill again on centre wing outer side. And at 23 minutes into the first quarter, Thomson 3-2. Trail Belpost Hill 4-2 with the ball being thrown up on centre wing.
So Oakley gets it down towards Gardner, got a high tackle, no free kick, got rid of the football into the middle. Handball over the top towards Holzfine, keeps it in front of him. Now coming through was Thorley. Well, a hold, said the umpire. Thorley missed him anyway, I think, but it'll be Holzfine in the middle with the free kick. Still in the centre of the ground, pretty congested between him and centre half forward. He goes to the right boot now towards half forward, the lead on by Gelpin, can't take the mark. Over the top of him, Stein. Umpire says it's his at half forward. It will be a ball up. So, Holiday comes down to do the ruck work for Belpost Hill. Getting it down was Harris. Helmer's left it behind. Stone did it a half back for the Tigers. Goes out wide, the lead, Randall. Handley against him, over their heads. The Breeze takes it over the boundary line for a throw in between wing and half forward commentary box side, the southern side of the ground at Godfrey Street. So now it'll be Oakley and Dalziel. Thorley, Gardner in there as well. Goes to the front of the pack. Gardner gets it away, looking for the handball, sells the dummy. Goes again, sells the dummy. Handballs it now to Sabali Armstrong. Off a step, goes towards centre half forward. Good mark, Troy Maharis in front of McAuliffe. And wouldn't be without a chance. Left footer.
He's in the right spot too. The breeze is going to help him right in there, Jason.
Yep, 55 metres out. Troy Maharis, a left footer. And I'm sure Nick wouldn't mind me saying probably the better kicker than brother Nicholas. He comes in and it's pretty close. Oh, touched just on the line by Ewan Handley and through for one behind. So they now go to 3-3-21 Thomson and Bell Post Hill 4-2-26. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
So Handley quickly takes the kick in and finds his teammate deep in the back pocket. Now they're not too sure where to go. Thomson manning up pretty well, and Bell Post still being held up in the back pocket. Finally, long kick goes towards centre wing. High there was Dyer, can't take the mark, comes to ground, pushed along the ground looking for Conley, Simon Conley. He pushes it further along the ground. He's beaten by Maharis. He picks it up. Handball to his teammate there for Thomson. Kick long, but absolutely to nobody. Oh, Ewan Handley dropped the easiest of chest marks. Handball over the top to a teammate. The ball comes to centre half forward. In front there was Stein. He can't take the mark. The handball finally comes across to Burke. He goes wide to centre, but an atrocious kick to a nest of Bell Post Hill players, and it's Helmers takes the mark on centre wing. He goes towards centre half forward. Strong mark in front there by Galpin, and what's happened there? There's a bit of confusion there. Galpin on the left foot goes towards the full forward position. Good strong defence there by the Thomson side. Coming in was at number 8 there for Thomson Baxter. He can't get it. All the handballs come out to Hall. He can't control it. Finally comes to Holsfield. Nice little handball to his teammate there. Was that Urquhart on the ground?
Yeah, I think so.
And he's just taken one step, turned it around the corner, and he's kicked the 5th goal. So Bell Post Still now 5-2-32. They lead Thomson 3-3-21. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 27 minutes.
Yeah, the Hill have been very dangerous when they've gone forward, Eric, and they look as though they're going to kick a goal every time they get there. And into the breeze, they've be pretty pleased with this first quarter.
Well, I don't know that it's such a very strong breeze at the moment. And
I was just watching some paper there before. I thought it seemed to be picking up a little bit, and I don't know, it just seems to be blowing in on me a bit.
Bit fluky.
Back to the middle. Stone through the middle with Armstrong for Thomson. He's held up. He tries to break free. The umpire says no, he can't break free, and it will be a secondary bounce in the middle. So 27 and a half minutes, pretty close to siren time. Oakley goes up early, gets it down towards Stone. Connolly punches it on, only as far as Riley. Bartolo wraps him up, tries to break free, can't do so. Or just as Bartolo was about to break free, the umpires called the ball back, and it'll be another ball up. Still in the middle, just on the attacking side for the Panthers. Dalziel punches it down to Connolly, goes towards centre half forward. Galpin comes out again, or goes at the back of the pack to Felbin. Always dangerous in this position. Kick was partly smothered, might be okay in the end. Backley's there, now pushing it free. Oh, very, very careful for Thomson in the back line as they push it over the boundary line. It was Baxter. He only had one intent there.
Oh, took a huge risk, 20 metres from goal.
Yeah, umpire Beveridge was standing right next to him, but he said throw it in. So right forward pocket for the Panthers. The eastern end, Felbin comes from the back of the pack to try and take it down, and then picks it up himself again, but kicks it out of bounds on the full. And we will have a free kick to the Thomson side. Aaron Bradley to take it in the last line of defence.
Probably a bit of a let-off for Thomson there, Laurie, with Felbin trying to do it all alone.
Yeah. He wasn't going to kick a goal from that pocket, Eric.
No, you wouldn't think so.
So Aaron Bradley from the right back pocket for Thomson. Stein gives him a lead. So does Oakley, who goes up through his hands. Great hands by Stein, though. Gives it to Riley. Great tackle, though. Bell Post still keeping the pressure on Bartolo. Handball. Back towards Dalziel. Gives it to Galpin. Back to Helmers. Good hands. Now he gives it back towards Simmons. Bad handball by him. Now back to Helmers. Wrapped up by Gardner. Gives it away to Handley. Oh, overdoing it now. But they've got a bit of time. Hall goes along with the kick towards centre half forward. Feldman pushed underneath the ball, and Baxter takes the saving mark for Thomson. Switches play towards Troy Maharis, who gets a little shepherd by Thorley and is able to take the mark at half back. Got Stone in the middle. He goes in that direction now, picked him out absolutely beautifully. And he took the mark uncontested. He's kick off the side of the boot, but Lux of Fortune, Stevie Daniels turns around, takes the mark. He gives it to Mitchell. He tries to get around on his right boot, does so. Chips it up to Tim Gardner, who's got the sit over the back of Dyer, and he takes the mark at half forward.
Almost 30 minutes. He'll need to get on with it.
So Tim Gardner on the boundary line on the outer side, 50 metres out. And he likes his chances, Tim. He's lining them up from 50 metres out. And he's just going to set it up with the breeze. And, off the hand of Brad Roberts in the end, I think. And through for one behind. So they go to 3-4-22 Thomson. And they trail Bell Post Hill 5-2-32. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 30.5 minutes played.
So the ball with Helmers, chips it short and has found Ewan Hanley, just only 25 metres out from the goal area, but he's taken the chest mark. Plays on now, the left foot goes wide to centre wing, looking for Simon Conley there. He ends up with a footy, can't take the mark, but gets a handball across. Well, they thought they'd kept it in the players, but the boundary umpire suggested that wasn't the case, and he's about to retrieve the footy from Simon Conley, and the boundary umpire in front of the social club here at the Thomson Godfrey Street ground, about to put the ball back into play. 31 minutes gone. Ball comes in. Nobody able to take control of it until Helmers picks it up. Now on the left foot. Drives towards half forward for Bell Post Hill. Stein tries to punch the ball away. Comes to ground. Picked up there by Riley. He's tackled. Gets a handball away, and I thought the ball had been forced over, but the handball comes out to Hoare. He gets it over to Simmons. A handball to his teammate in Backley, who's running. Finally, good follow-up by Hoare on the left foot. He's had a pot shot from 20, and a bad miss for Bell Post Hill, because not a difficult shot at all. Only behind, 5-3-33 Bell Post Hill. They lead Thomson 3-4-22. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 32 minutes gone.
David Burke from fullback for Thomson. So he goes long towards the middle of the ground. Troy Mahara should be able to mark uncontested, and does. He goes to the left boot towards half forward. Gardner takes the mark. Handballs it. Was going to handball to Bradley. Elects to play on though. Draw a player. Handball over the top to Armstrong. It sits for him on the siren, but the siren has gone. He was running towards goal, and it is quarter time. And it's Bell Post Hill 5-2-32. They lead Thomson 3-4-22 by 10 points. At the first change, the goal kickers for Bell Post Hill, 2 to Simon Connolly, singles to Will Urquhart, Troy Feldman and Mark Hancock. Well, for Thomson, 2 goals to Brad Roberts and the other to Travis Randall for the Tigers. It's 10 points of difference at quarter time. Bell Post Hill 5-2-32. They lead Thomson 3-4-22. We'll take a break. Start of the second term, 5-3-33 Bell Post Hill. And they lead Thomson to 3-4-22. Round 8 match day action this afternoon at Godfrey Street. And JJ gets it down towards Gardner, who breaks a tackle and picks it up again and wheels around. Does his Tim Gardner stuff and goes with the right foot towards half forward. Over the back, Highland. Use the body. They've got a bit of time to pick it up. Can he? No, he can't at the first attempt. And it's the match practice that Spud hasn't had for a while. So it'll take him a while.
Just a little bit tentative there, I think, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yes, That'll come, though.
I'll tell you what, in 3 or 4 weeks he'll be okay.
Oh, yes.
I agree with Eric. It's lovely to see him back on the park.
So boundary throw in, Dalziel over the back, Gardner, big thump away, straight into the hands of Mitchell. He handballs it away to Shane Stone, running across half forward, kicks it towards Flakemore, goes to the back of the pack. Bell Post still had the numbers, but Flakemore did well. The outside of the right boot towards, Randall, who can come in second. Effort in the goal square and kick the goal. And,
kicked it off the ground.
He did, and Ryan Jones had dropped the mark, and Travis Randall kicked it off the ground for his second. And Thompson's fourth. They go to 4-4-28. They trail Bell Post Hill 5-3-33. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, a minute played.
Well, that was certainly an opportunist goal.
Absolutely.
And
just the start Thomson wanted.
And you can't get the fit of the fumbles in that last line of defence, can you, Eric?
Quarter time scores. West Cricket Footy Club 3-1, Trail East Geelong 5-1. Corio 3-2, Trail Inverleigh, 4 goals straight.
So some quarter time scores from round 8 GDFL games this afternoon. Back to the middle, Delzeal and Justin. Delzeal gets it down, but only as far as Stone. Left foot kick over the top was okay to Randall, and he takes the mark just inside the centre square at half forward. Plays on quickly. Back, kick up and under. He's brought to Rain, I think, nearly. Dyer can't take the mark. Stone through the middle, does well. Rides the bump. Handball away to Justin, then back towards Gardner, who breaks that tackle again. Oh, handballs it back to a standing start, Justin. He handballs it back to Armstrong, wants to switch play to the opposite side, centre wing, it's okay. Finds Troy Maharis, takes the mark, left foot kicks okay as well. Drills it to Randall, who's free and vacant at half forward. Then the lead on from Nick Maharis, over his head. Jones gets back there and wants the safety of the boundary line and finds it. About 35 metres around from the Thomson goal.
Another quarter time score. Bannockburn 6-3 lead. Winchelsea 3-1.
I'll tell you what, Eric, if you could turn the clock back, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind playing in front of Troy Maharis. I think he'd hit you on the chest a bit.
No bad kick, is he?
Oh, he's fantastic.
Left boot. Boundary throw in. Delzeal, Justin, tapped on by Maharis. Now Sean Simmons, who just holds up play, handballs it and sets Bartolo a task. It's okay, gives it to Handley, who runs through centre half back. Had it, lost it. Gardner comes at him. Handley, though, over the top again. It's okay, gives it back to Simmons at half back. Holds it up, not much to kick to. Now goes to the left boot long towards Holiday. Oakley against him. Good punch away, good defensive play. And Stein keeps it in, handballs it back towards Sabali Armstrong. He gets a push in the back. Holiday right in his back. And the umpire says no, it'll be a ball up on centre wing. So right in front of our commentary box, Justin will do the ruck work against, well, Dyer or Hancock. Hancock it will be. And that's over the shoulder. And it will be, and JJ will take the free kick on centre wing for over the shoulder.
JJ wanted the 50, I think.
He handballs it away to Thorley, who draws a play and then handballs it to Troy Maharis. Back into the centre square at half back. Goes towards Nick, who goes up and doesn't take the mark off hands. Randall. He taps it on. Oakley had it and then over the top loses it. Bell post still with the numbers. Troy Feldman at the back. Goes to the right foot kick towards centre wing. Simmons takes the mark in front of Thorley. Goes with the right boot towards half forward. Good kick too. Back lead. Good lead in front of Riley. Takes the mark at half forward. Turns around on the left boot. Troy Maharis gets a hand to it. Holes fine over the back. He had it. And pretty close to the boundary line. They fight for it. Troy Maharis does well to give it back to Stone. Sets him a bit of a task. Then his handball was okay. Good pick up by Baxter. Handball 25 metres to Thorley at half back. Goes to the right boot towards centre wing and has picked out Troy Feldman, who will take the mark for the Panthers.
Goes across the ground, Feldman, and looking for and finding Helmers in the centre corridor between centre and centre half forward. Inside the centre square, Helmers for Belpost Hill, looking for somewhere to kick. He sees a short and it's come adrift. Well, contested mark there, Feldman, just sheer strength. Grabbed the footy, but he's tackled well as he kicks the footy and picked up great work. Bradley there after the scrimmage, picks it up, kicks to centre wing. Thomson, they pick it up once again. Drive towards the centre wing. Nick Maharis, one hand, can't take the mark. On the left foot for Belpost Hill, comes to centre half forward. Picked up there by Oakley, tries to crash a tackle, can't get away. Handball's long. Gee, the ball bounces kindly for Handley. That's Vinny for Belpost Hill. He gets into Backley. He gets a handball on the left hand, looking for and finding his teammate out there in Holiday. But the ball, well, the umpire has put a whistle on play. Stacks on the mill, half forward flank for Belpost Hill on the Godfrey Street side. And just on the 50-metre arc, the umpire will put the ball in the air. Big pack of players around the footy as it goes up once again. Doing the ruck work there was Holiday for Belpost Hill. He pushes toward the boundary and it's over and out. So boundary umpire will wait for one of the players to retrieve the footy once again and will put the ball in. Been playing 6 minutes into the second quarter. 4-4 Thomson. They trail Belpost Hill 5-3 as the ball comes in. Holiday taps it forward. Coming through there is Ewan Handley on the left foot. Kicks it high, wide and handsome. He's missed the big timber, but he has scored a behind for the Belpost Hill side. So just a matter of putting it in the air and the wind did the rest for him. 5-4-34 Belpost Hill. They lead Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 6.5 minutes gone.
Burke from fullback again for Thomson at the city end. Huddle at centre half back. Bradley breaks. So does Oakley and Justin to the same side, to the outer side. No, in fact, it's Troy Maharis from fullback who kicks it in and straight down the middle finds Shane Stone. So they all broke and Stone stayed there. Now he goes to Bradley, who runs along the wing and takes a bounce. Takes 2 bounces. He's still got Tom Thorley, gives him a bit of support. He was going to go left, now he goes right. Goes towards half forward. Gardner runs back with a flight of the ball. Can't take it. Vincent Hanley out the back. Handball was slick. Got it away to Jones. Then he goes towards his teammate in Ewan Handley. And under pressure from Roberts, the safety of the boundary line at half back.
Quarter time, Werribee Central's 5-3. They trail North Geelong 8-1.
Jeez, no breeze up there.
High scoring first quarter.
Very high scoring. Now boundary throw in. Gardner from the ruck contest again. Ewan Handley gives it away to Helmers. Kicks it across the centre of the ground. Getting back with it, Hall. Flakemore there as well. Riley falls for the Backley. Handballs it back to Vincent Hanley through the middle. Gets a kick, a good kick for distance too towards Connolly. Keeps his feet. Bradley next to him. Can he get around? No, he can't. Then he gets the ball away. Troy Maharis gets across and sees it over the boundary line for a throw in.
I just think the Thomson pressure's just gone up a little bit on the bell post still, Eric.
Yes, but they're not sort of capitalising on the scoreboard, are they? They probably need to keep pressure on them because Belpost still controlling the footy a bit. From the throw in, it's come down looking for Conley. Bradley bumps puts a, well, there's a whistle on play. A free kick to Thomson. Advantage paid by the umpire on that occasion. Well, infringement in the marking contest, not paid. So Belpost still through. That was Bartolo, chips it back into the corridor, and Troy Feldman is in the right position at the right time, takes the mark. He's still in the centre square, very congested forward line for Belpost Hill, kicking with the breeze. And I think the umpires have been watching too much television because now he's suggesting that Feldman needs to get on with it. But he's kicked it straight to his opponent in Riley on the half-back flank for the Thomson side. Ball comes towards the social club here. At the fall of the ball is Christian Highland. Once again, he can't control it, and the ball is over the line in front of the players, in front of the social club, and will be thrown in. 9 minutes gone, second quarter. The ball in front of the social club. Justin doing the ruck work. Coming in was Dean Oakley. He can't take the footy. Comes to ground. Handball comes clear. Push in the back there, not seen by the umpire. And now it stacks on the mill, and I think it's forced over the boundary line. So central umpire didn't have to make a decision. The ball was out of bounds and still in front of the social club here at Godfrey Street. The boundary umpire will put it in once again. Justin doing the ruck work against Holiday. Comes to ground. Nice bit of handball from Belpost Hill. Comes back to Simmons, but they're losing ground, Belpost Hill, until Simmons chips towards half forward. But strong mark in the on the half-back flank by, is that Thorley?
Yep.
Thorley.
So Thorley, he chips the ball. It's atrocious kick. And Simmons, I don't know what he was thinking of. He was one player amongst 3 Thomson players, got 2 hands on the footy and let it drop over the boundary line. So, yes, ball comes in once again. Still in front of the social club. Comes forward. Players looking for Academy Awards there, and nothing forthcoming as the umpire now puts a whistle on play and will throw the ball in the air. Still in front of the social club here between wing and half forward for Belpost Hill, kicking to the western end in this second quarter. Ball goes up, big pack of players. Justin gets the tap down. Troy Feldman, the only player there, takes the mark. Kicks it to back into the corridor, looking for and finding Vincent Hanley. He kicks long into the full forward area. Simon Conley tries to take the mark. Great defence by Thomson back in there. But, well, weight of numbers. Belpost still trying desperately to... well, the umpire's pointing one way, pointing the other. It's Holzfine who has the footy.
Legged, I think.
I'm assuming he's got the free kick. So 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. Young David Holzfine, youngster, playing for Belpost Hill. Shows a lot of promise, this young man, and the chance here to kick a score, certainly for Belpost Hill. Moves in. Right footer. Not a bad looking kick. In fact, it's straight over the goal umpire's head. So
he likes it.
It's a goal to David Holsfield. It is the 6th to Belpost Hill. They move to 6-4-40. They lead Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 11.5 minutes.
So Holzfine's first goal and the first for Belpost Hill in the second term. 11.5 minutes it's taken. A couple of changes for Bellpost Hill. Sveljak off the ground, Urquhart on, Hancock also off the ground, and a Gelpin on. So just changing their forward structure a little bit. Back in the middle, Justin gets it down towards Gardner. JJ taps it on towards Thorley and also Mitchell. Handball going to set Armstrong up. Simmons comes at him. Thorley around. Handball to a call. Chopped off by Dyer. Gelpin just on the ground. His handball over the top to McAuliffe. Bit of time now at the outside of the right boot towards half forward. Mitchell's there coming across Backley. And the umpire says it's now out of bounds for a throw in. John Mitchell gets up, and that is John Mitchell, you might be able to hear. That's John Mitchell Sr., who just called the umpire something because John Mitchell Jr. got a push in the back, he thought. Now to the back of the contest from the ruck contest. Simmons, handball was great to Bartolo. High kick towards centre half forward. Running back with it, Oakley. Called to leave it by Stein, does. Gets a quick kick away to Troy Maharis out at half back. He'll have to sit for him. Hall will bear down on him and does very well. Keeps his feet, but it's out of bounds for a throw in. Out of side, half forward flank, Bellpost Hill into attack.
It does really appear to me, Laurie, that the pushing in the back rule's gone out of the rule book.
Yeah, well, doesn't that passage of play?
Oh, no, all day. There's been pushing the backs and they just don't seem to be playing them.
From the ruck contest, Oakley gets it to the front. Bellpost Hill with the numbers. Free kick for a hold. Going to go to Thomson, though. Well, no, it's going to go to Bellpost Hill. The umpire has to make sure he starts doing things the right way with his hands because he keeps pushing the one way. Feldman goes to centre half forward. Riley will chop it off again, takes the mark at centre half back. Thorley gives him a call and he kicks it to him at half back, takes the mark, plays on quickly. Kick around the corner was pretty good to Randall and he makes up some ground, gives it a chest mark, chips it over the top to Tim Gardner. Just there, he wants to play on, breaks free from Ewan Handley, draws a player, Stone, had it and lost it. Pretty hot handball. Dyer comes across as well at half back. Kick towards Helmers, can't pick it up. Over the top of it again, Stone, they fight hard for it. Pack develops around them, the umpire will come in and ball it up at half forward for Thomson.
It's pretty hot in the clinches, Laurie, I'd suggest.
It certainly is, and I'm just thinking if you were playing on Tim Gardner, you would be told he plays on at every occasion.
Justin gets it down. Helmers through the middle. Randall. Was that out of bounds on the full? Oh, no, said the boundary umpire. It must have been very close. And it will be a boundary throw in again. So in between wing and half forward. Feldman from the ruck contest towards Holzfine back in the middle. Flakemore comes at him, stands his ground, breaks free. Handball it forward to Mitchell. It's okay. Point of the centre square. Goes with the right boot towards full forward. Roberts. Maranovic stands his ground, takes the one hand mark. Goes on, plays quickly out wide towards Backley. On the outer side, centre wing. He's got some time. He takes the mark, plays on. Got Simmons in support. He handballs it terribly to Simmons. It sits for him okay. Handballs it back over the top to Backley. He's got 45 metres in front of him at half forward. He runs towards 40 metres out. Goes to the right boot. Open goal square. Kicks the goal.
Great goal.
Josh Backley has kicked the goal. His first. And for Bellpost Hill, that is the 7th. They go to 7-4-46. And they lead Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes played.
Well, that was a very nice goal, Jason. And look, when he ran inside that 40, I'm thinking he just has to kick that goal because he did all the good work to get in that position. And, we see sometimes that get wasted there. And the finish off like that's good football. That was a great goal.
Yeah, I think the ball movement from Bellpost still is troubling Thomson at the moment.
Yes, and that surprises me, Eric, a little bit. But
so the umpire back in the middle. Ball goes up. Justin and Dalziel. Ball comes down from Dalziel. Helmers tries to crash his way through the pack, but the tackle by Timmy Gardner is too strong. And on that occasion, the umpire will have a secondary ball up, still in the centre circle. Ball comes down from Justin. Handball comes out to Sabali Armstrong. He chips it on the left foot looking for Troy Maharis. He runs onto the footy. Handball back to Timmy Gardner, back to Troy Maharis. They're perhaps trying to develop something here. Thomson, Maharis, kick into the full forward area, looking for Rod Peacock there. But the ball is just too well weighted for him and beats him over the line in front of the old scoreboard here at Godfrey Street. The new scoreboard showing 7-4-46 for Bellpost Hill, 4-4-28 Thomson as the boundary umpire about to put the ball in once again. Justin and Dalziel too high, over the back to Ewan Handley. He gets a handball clear and Bellpost Hill, they clear it wide to half-back flank. Mark dropped by Daniels on the chest Coming in well there is Simmons on centre wing. Has a bounce after running one step. Now kicks towards centre half forward. It's a lovely weighted kick. Holsfeld, if he can run onto the footy, he's away. But it's Troy Maharis in there running across the half back line. But he's outpaced there as Belpost Hill again have a flying shot. And it was Hoare. He's missed from the deep in the pocket. He's second behind for the day. And the fifth for Belpost Hill. 7-5-47 Belpost Hill. They lead Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes gone.
Bradley from fullback in the shadows of the western end. Baxter gives him a short lead. Justin wide. Also out there, Riley goes long, and the umpire from 45 metres away has said that he's run out of the goal square, and it will be a ball up. So a chance again for Belpost Hill. Just can't afford to make those sort of errors now, can you, Laurie?
No, that's not on. No, you can't afford to do that.
So it'll be a ball up. So umpire Beveridge throws the ball in the air. Gardner's there. Oakley tries to punch it through. Off hands, and it is through now. 4-1 behind to the Panthers. They go to 7-6-48 Belpost Hill. Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 18 minutes played.
As the boys were saying, you can't afford to make those sort of mistakes in the goal square. That 1 point at the end of the day could be crucial. So again, the ball about to be kicked in. It's Troy Maharis on this occasion. He kicks it from the middle of the square, looking for his teammate in the middle of the ground in Baxter, but chipping in fairly comfortably, I'd suggest, was Lee Holiday. Not a well-directed kick, and Holiday will be kicking from about 50. A good kick would certainly see him with an opportunity of registering a score. With whatever bruise there is here, it's Holiday of Belpost Hill. Lines them up. Moves in. Stein on the mark.
Oh,
well,
50.
Now that's interesting because Stein is alleging that he hasn't gone forward. The umpire has given a 50-metre penalty, and they're in dispute. So Stein's showing the mark he made on the ground. The umpire's saying, no, I don't agree with you. The upshot of it is that Holiday now from dead, well, player on the mark in Bradley is on the goal line, so Holiday just one step and kicks the goal, and another bad mistake from the Thomson side in defence. 8 goals, 6:54 Belpost Hill. They lead Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 19 and a half minutes gone. And it's not dissimilar to North Geelong last week, Laurie. Just a few discipline errors late in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a bad one there, Eric. I mean, you should know where the mark is, and especially with the footballers at the moment, it's a flavour of the month at the moment, and if you're going to run over the mark, you're going to be penalised. And, you know, you can put all your marks down there and scratches and demonstrate the umpire, but he gives you 50. He's not going to come back and take it back again.
Dalziel, Justin, favour Dalziel, gets it to
beautiful.
Feldman from the middle. Got Hoare in support, just sets it up with the right boot now. Feldman the lead on Connolly. Oh, it's easy footy when it's like that. And Simon Connolly takes the mark 40 metres out from goal. He's kicked 2 this afternoon already. It's easy, Laurie, isn't it, when it's like that?
Well,
from the ruckman.
That's one of Simon's strengths. When that ball's in that area for Simon, he very seldom drops a mark in that position.
He's got a pretty ample chest to hit it onto.
Yeah.
So Simon Connolly's kicked 2 goals, both in the first term. Chance for goal number 3 and the 9th for Belpost Hill. He kicks it and it looks pretty good. Goal umpire does not move. His 3rd goal and the 9th for Belpost Hill. They go to 9-6-60. They lead Thomson 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes played.
The final quarter time score for the GDFL Belmont Lions 4-6 lead Anarchy 2 goals 1.
It's up at Winter Reserve this afternoon.
Well, I think Shane Staines got a few worries right at the moment, Eric.
Well, Belpost still are almost looking to blow this game apart, aren't they, right now? They've
well, they certainly
skipped
are.
away.
And I mean, what do? You know, do you just stand back and watch this, or do you make a few positional changes? And sometimes you do that, they don't work either. So the ball's certainly in his court, and they're in the selectors and the people on the bench to do something.
So the ball back in the middle with umpire Beveridge. As he puts it in the air, Justin and Dalziel. JJ gets the tap down to Timmy Gardner. He takes them on. He's run miles too far. Gets a handball clear. but he's got no support there in the middle, and it's good work in defence there by Dyer for Belpost Hill. Long kick, he's got it to centre half forward, running onto the ball is Bartolo. If he picks it up, he's away. He does, and he has a pot shot from 20 metres out, and he's kicked another one. So Bartolo, he kicks his first, and the benefit of a long kick from the half-back line, Laurie. That's what started that off, and it's the 10th goal for Belpost Hill. 10-6-66. They're running right away from Thomson, 4-4-28. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, now 22 minutes gone.
Yeah, I certainly agree. It was a long kick from the back, but Johnny Bartolo certainly got a sniff of that, didn't he? He found a pace. He found a yard or two there chasing that.
And I'm the biggest Tim Gardner fan in the world, but he really got to kick the football from the middle, doesn't he?
I think he can't do it all on his own. Yeah, I've got to agree with you.
Well, that bit of play actually threw Thomson right out, Timmy. He's just hung on too long. Blood rule.
Bradley off with the blood rule. So we'll have a short break in play.
It might just be what Thomson need, Laurie, a bit of a break in proceedings, because it's just an avalanche at the moment.
Yes, I'm not quite sure what they can do right at the moment, though, Rick. Even a break's not going to help them much, I don't think.
So Harris comes on. We'll go down to Simon Connolly at fullback.
And I see is that Christian Highland, loose man in defence. I don't really think that's the answer. I think they need score. So in the middle, Dalzell gets it down to Holsfield once again. He kicks long to centre half forward. Belpost Hill players in front again, young Urquhart, but can't take the mark. And good defence on that occasion by Christian Highland. Gets the ball to the boundary, and it's over on the half back flank for Thomson, half forward flank for Belpost Hill. Kicking to the western end in this second quarter. Big pack of players at the footy. Tap down to Bartolo from Holiday. He tries to kick forward for Belpost Hill. Thomson players under pressure, can't handle a footy. Holiday attacks it very strongly, gets the left foot kick into the forward area, but it's over the boundary line just ahead of Simon Connolly of Belpost Hill. And also his marker now is Mark Harris back on the ground, with Aaron Bradley off for the blood rule. So 20 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Belpost Hill. 24 minutes gone, second quarter. And this time Dean Oakley, strong punch back towards the goal for Thomson. Players over the footy, all thrown out there by the Belpost Hill player. Finally comes to Dyer on the left foot, chips it towards the scoring area. But Christian Highland, I think it is, off his fingertips, can't take the mark. And it's over the boundary line, adjacent to the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Belpost Hill. And it's all Belpost Hill at the moment in this second quarter, as the ball comes in once again. Ball tapped to the back. Stone, can he pick it up? He does, but there's three players tackle him straight away. So finally, Timmy Gardner gets the handball. Now he kicks the footy, an atrocious kick. Excuse me, it's landed just inside the field of play. And I suppose the reason he went for the boundary, there wasn't much on offer in the forward half.
Well, Eric, there's not going to be much down your forward half when you've got most of them in your back half trying to flood and an extra man in there as well.
So the ball out of bounds in front of the social club here at Thomson. Big pack of players. There's only 6 players forward of centre for Thomson. So the ball comes back in, punch forward. Picked up on that occasion by Randall. He gets a handball, but it's Holsfield who kicks forward into the attacking area. Now Thomson comes through. Christian Highland has a bounce. Now looks for options. Goes wide to the centre wing. Good work there by Simmons. Gets the ball to ground. Dyer picks it up for Belpost Hill. Back into the forward area. Highland. Handball to Nick Maharis. Now in the back half. He goes across the ground looking for and finding Troy Maharis. Troy has a bounce. Tries to slow it down, waiting for somebody to get up the field. Long kick. Can't find anybody up there. Johnny Mitchell, he's working hard for the footy on the ground. Now the umpire puts a whistle on play on centre wing. And at 26 minutes into the second quarter, Thomson 4-4, trail Belpost Hill 10-6.
So ball up, centre wing out of side. Justin stands his ground, gets it down. Delzeal taps it to the back, holes find again. High kick towards the centre wing. Thorley has to stand his ground, drops the chest mark. But second effort was pretty good in the middle. Tries to tap it on. Delzeal, handball, missed its target. Flakemore in there also, runs free, right foot kick towards half forward. Ewan Hanley chops it off, and good defensive play sees it over the boundary line for a throw in.
It's hard, Laurie, to find a Thomson winner at the moment.
Well, there isn't any, Eric. I mean, even your assistant coach has dropped the chess marks, and you got the Maharis brothers in the back line trying to get kicks down there. You can't kick goals from that position, and they're just under pressure at the moment, Thomson.
So throw in again. Nick Maharis in the ruck contest, gets it down to Mitchell, got it away quickly towards Gardner again at a half forward, goes towards Peacock at full forward, doesn't sit for him. At the back was Roberts, Bellpost Hill defence working overtime. Now Peacock rides the bump over the top, Armstrong has to settle and kick the goal and does. And a much needed one, Sabali Armstrong's first. And the fifth for Thomson, they go to 5-4-34. Bellpost Hill 10-6-66. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
I suppose, Laurie, you could really put that down to, I believe, just a minor lapse in concentration. The Bellpost Hill defence, they just didn't seem to be on song there.
No, they didn't, and Sabali Armstrong, when he gets the ball around the goals, he's very, very dangerous, and I just didn't think they had the numbers down there to probably convert, but, it was probably, they messed around with it just a little bit, the Bellpost Hill. You've got to be very certain there, especially when your forwards are playing so well as well, and put pressure on.
So back in the middle, Justin gets the tap down. Well, the umpire, the free kick was to Thomson. He's paid advantage. There wasn't any advantage. Timmy Gardner gets a handball to Nick Maharis. He's kicked long into the forward area for Thomson. The defence of Bellpost Hill this time is standing up, and Sabali Armstrong's there. He can't get it. Picked up there by McAuliffe. A whistle on play. Which way is the umpire giving it on this occasion?
A hold off the ball.
And it's going, is it Rod Peacock going back for the...
Randall.
Randall. Have to wait and see now the umpire. He was an eighth of an inch out of square, was he?
Yep.
So the umpire doesn't allow the play on. Now, Randall is probably going to have a shot for goal. He's 45 metres out. He goes for the pass, but in the row, Ewan Handley. He read that beautifully, and the ball was straight into his arms. Now, what's happened this time? The umpire's blown the whistle. Now what's happening?
It's paid a free kick for a Shepherd.
Is that what it was? Ewan Handley cannot believe it. And who's it gone to? It's
Roberts.
Back to Roberts on this occasion. So I've got no idea what's happening out there. Suffice to say that Brad Roberts for Thomson has the footy, 20 metres out, next to no angle, and to say Thomson need this is an understatement. Comes in, good looking kick, the umpire moves across. What's he going to tell us? He's missed. Bad miss for Thomson on that occasion. 5-5-35 Thomson. They trail Bellpost Hill 10-6-66. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 29.5 minutes gone.
Helmers from fullback for the Panthers. He's pretty deliberate with his kicks, Dean Helmers. Doesn't like to give them away, so he holds the ball. He wants a good hard lead. Sean Simmons is probably it, I'd say. If he spots him out of the corner of his eye, he hasn't yet. Yes, he has. Oh, and it was a terrible kick in the end to Daniels. Goes towards Jones in the end, falls off his chest, but he's got a bit of time. Left foot clearing, kick to centre wing. Thorley should be able to hold the ball this time. He doesn't drop the cream pie and takes the mark. Chips it over the top to Shane Stone. Sets him a task. Off hands. Nick Maharis through the middle is Riley. Rides the bump. And held to him, said the umpire. Good tackle by Backley. And it will be a ball up in the middle of the ground. Delzeal and Justin. They lock horns. They get it down through the middle. Maharis. JJ there again, gets it to Stone, slick handball out to Mitchell, can give it to Nick Maharis. He handballs it 20 metres back to brother Troy, who gets it on centre wing, goes long towards full forward. Roberts goes up over the back, Moranovic play on, off hands. Jones can go wide towards Simmons, gets there in the end. Along the ground, he picks it up on half back. Now he goes along the ground with the left boot, wants to save to the boundary line. Can JJ keep it in? Yes, he can. He handballs it back to Thorley, sets him a bit of a task, goes with the right foot kick towards half forward. Peacock into the sun, can't take the mark. Mitchell, Gardner overruns it. Daniels is there. They run into each other. Daniels gets it across half forward over the head of Nick Maharis. Coming out, Randall as well. Runs into each other. Hall's there also. Now handball towards the run of Mitchell. 20 metres and closing. Must kick the goal. Does. John Mitchell has put his first on the board. And the sixth for Thomson. They go to 6-5-41. And they bring the margin back to 25 points. Bell Post Hill 10-6-66. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 31.5 minutes played.
They tried pretty hard to lose it, Laurie, didn't they?
Well, I'll tell you what, I saw the smile on your face, Eric, and I just about predicting what you were going to say. Fair dinkum. Some of that kicking from Bell Post Hill defence there was atrocious. I mean, you can't afford to do that. They're in a great position this game, and Dean Roberts kicks that goal before. This is some sort of a game again, and they've had a strong lead, Bell Post Hill. They just flitted away with a couple of silly decision making.
So the ball back in the middle at 32 minutes into the second quarter. Umpire puts it in the air, up high. JJ gets the tap down. Player held without the footy, surely. No, said the umpire. Nick Maheris crashes his way through the pack, gets a handball wide to brother Troy. He kicks long on the left foot. It's going to drop a little bit short into the breeze and bounces unkindly. Now the umpire's put a whistle on play again. This time he's, disadvantaged Bell Post Hill because the ball's gone back 25 metres to McAuliffe with the free kick. He's gone to the middle of the ground, over the top of all players. Dalziel tries to run onto it, misses with a kick off the ground. Handball to Justin. Players, they're going without the footy. Some of the skill, Laurie, is a bit ordinary. Finally, it comes to Dyer.
Great kick.
Dyer kicks it long into the half-forward area for Bell Post Hill. Simon Connolly, 2-on-1, and numbers went out because Christian Hyland picks it up for Thomson. Oh, he's gone across the goal. He's a dangerous kick. He's found Sawley, however. He's gone wide looking for and finding his teammate there in Daniels. Now Daniels goes towards centre wing. It's into the sun. The only player to see it was Simmons of Bell Post Hill. And between the two Thomson players takes the mark. He kicks towards centre half forward. Oh, Dean Oakley, will it be 50? It won't be.
He's got it. He's got a 50.
I don't think he has.
No.
I don't think he has. But the free kick, the kick will be taken. So the mark taken by Will Urquhart, he's about 70 metres out, would be a huge kick. However, he's got a bit of bruise behind him.
He want a decent puff of wind, I think, Eric.
Perhaps if he gives it to Savali Armstrong to kick it for him.
Yes, I might put me $5 on that then.
So Urquhart now, siren having already sounded for half-time here at Thomson. He's asking the umpire where the mark is as he moves in. Well, it's not a bad looking goal, it's not a real good kick. It's off the side of the boot and missed by a fair margin. So the half-time score will stand. Thomson, 6-5-41. They trail Bell Post Hill 10-6-66. That's on the Raiders bingo half-time scoreboard here at Godfrey Street.
In that quarter, Bell Post Hill 5 goals 3, Thomson 3 goals 1, and it's 25 points of difference at half-time. The goal kickers for the Panthers, 3 to Simon Connolly, and singles to Troy Feldman, Lee Holiday, John Bartolo and Mark Hancock. Also Will Urquhart, Josh Backley and David Holzbein. While for Thomson, 2 each to Brad Roberts and Travis Randall, singles to Sabali Armstrong and John Mitchell. 25 points of difference at the main break. It's 10-6-66 to 6-5-41. We'll take a break, back with all the second half action of our Matchday Live coverage, round 8, Thomson and Bell Post Hill after this. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football. Welcome back to Matchday Live coverage.